if you look within, right? And we also want to put on the record Islam to you, brother, from Ghana, for seeing the Moorish movement and at least doing better than Negro, black, colored people and asking questions, because we know, as far as, you know, when we say we, you, brother in Ghana, and us, Moors, we know the power of this. We know what this is. So we know on the strength of you seeing this is why you would even ask your questions. If this was non-existent and we were just talking, it wouldn't even mean anything, because we just look like black guys talking some Islamic, Christian, whatever. But we got this on, and then you know in your culture what this means with the tassel, and then this is not the short version that the Igbo have. This is the adept version. I'm just putting that out there so people could know why you're sending your email. Right? Because our people over here have this misconcept that people over there think that we came from over there. When if we bring a Ghanaian and we bring me and we stand each other next to each other, clearly we don't look the same. Even though we're brothers, but we don't look the same. And you know that when our people come from here over there, the people over there welcome them, you know what I mean? Yes, know your ancestors and all that stuff, whatever like that, but don't get it effed up talking about you're from over here, you're from over here, you're from over there. Look at your phenotype. You're not from here. So once again, you know what I mean? If question's not answered, just send another email and we'll try to go in a little more if that assists. Our people have tunnel vision. Islam, Canaanland, Moors. Did you notice the string of events? 1. Summer solstice. 2. Jesse Williams' speech on BT, public outrage and open discussion. 3. 4th of July with the information Brother Abdullah shared about it being our indigenous culture as it relates to astronomy. 4. Hebrew Israelites information being debunked at the same time as Hebrew Israelites are becoming more vocal about Moorish nationality. 5. Britain backs out of EU. 6. Sharif's lecture on community involvement. 7. Alton Sterling shooting in Baton Rouge. 8. Philando shooting in Minnesota. 9. Protests in Baton Rouge. 10. Protests in Dallas with police shooting. 11. Overall community outrage. Consider this and please correct me if I'm wrong. Are there not celebrations and holy observances at 7 and 14 days and even 21 days in the Bible? When the summer solstice came in June, I told 3 people to watch what happens within the next 7 to 14 day cycle. Are we not getting it, or are we getting too close to truth and power that we are constantly being sent distractions? Exactly. I ask because as a community, as ragtag as it is, we are falling back down the rabbit hole with this emotional whitey mess. Did we get too close by realizing Independence Day was modern Europeans appropriating our culture and science? Well, Independence Day was also a movie with number 2 coming out. Right? And if we got a nationality, you ain't fooled by these distractions going on out here. If we have birthrights, if we know who we are, if we know thyself for real, who's getting fooled by distractions? Who's over here tapping you over here and you're going like this? Not if your mind's sharp. Not if you study. You know what I mean? Not if you honor your prophet. Not if you honor your ancestors. You never fall for distractions. Like I said, Moorish nationality changes your mindset. Once your mindset changes, your conditions change automatically. Automatically. When the mindset changes, the conditions change. So we use matrix again. When Neo realized his full power in the first Matrix, after they did the bullets, you know what I mean, dodge the bullets or whatever, and they were going to go save Neo, what was it that he did? Telepathically, he spoke to Morpheus and told him, get up out the chair, bust the chain, and come jump on the helicopter. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, stop wasting time. We're here to save you. What did that do? Inspire him. How did all that stuff take place? Because Agent Smith got distracted. Because he's so out of the matrix that he took out his earplug to talk some BS to Morpheus. Distraction. Well, the smell of this place and smell how you guys smell and all that stuff. These guys taking over the whole building. He didn't even know nothing. Right? So we don't fall for distractions. We don't get distracted because Moors are on point. Studious Moors, not any Moors. Studious, active, 720 Moors are on point. Civic-minded, constitutional Moors are on point. Just like all these hoax videos. It wasn't, you know what I mean, like that was presented to us. Moors in there researching bumped into those stuff and said, yo, Moor, you need to see this. Right? And, you know, as Moors, as divine beings, sentient beings, we can say that, you know, that was probably the ancestors looking out. More than likely that was the ancestors looking out. Just because, you know, they knew that the time was going to come where the time was going to come where we would need their assistance in, you know, solidifying our mindset to accept the reality of what is going on. Just like Fam said, you know. When the summer solstice came, I told people to look out for the stuff that's coming 7 to 14 days from now. And 7 to 14 days from the summer solstice, all this stuff starts going down on key dates. Right? No, yesterday was the 7th. Right? Like, things are happening in accord with the universe. It's, are you in front of those things happening or are you behind those things happening? If you're in front of those things happening, then you're probably going to get rolled over, because universe, nature, whatever, does not play with statelessness and not honoring your foremothers and forefathers or whatever. Right? So take it very serious when you hear Moors talk about, you know, pay attention to what's going on astrologically and all that. Don't think that we're some new age cult of whatever. Astrology is real. People might not think it. As Moors who study, we know that it's real. So it's not even a thing to question. It's not even a thing to, you know, like we say, debate about. It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. Okay. Dr. Tutan from YouTube Canaanland Moors, that's the problem. You have a filthy mouth and heart, and you claim to be a grand sheik. You, Kudro, are a filthy Moor. You talk shit wearing a knockoff Chinese fez. You have spirits running through you, and we see you now. You better see me, because the spirits that run through me, they haunt people. So when you're having nightmares and cold sweats, and when you crash your car, when you stub your toe, when you do when whatever it is that happens to me, God forbid that something happens where you really get injured, you know what I mean? But keep messing around with the ones sent by the ancestors. I can talk how I talk because I got sent by the ancestors. I know I got sent by the ancestors because people tell me that, hey, Kudro, the ancestors sent you to me right now because you called right now. Oh, Kudro, I was just talking about you and you text me. Oh, Kudro, remember that stuff that you were talking about that you told me to look out for or whatever? That stuff actually happened. Are the ancestors sending you to talk to me, to send me messages? Yeah, more than likely. Are you receiving the message? You better be. Because people are going to get what they people are going to get what they get. You know what I mean? People are going to get what they get. Right? Brother Guamanico L sent testimonial. Just sharing that tax exemption on purchase works more and more in Quebec territory as I improve my rhetoric. The first time I went into this retail food store, the manager pressed something on the computer screen to take off the taxes. Now, after a purchase, I simply go to another desk for reimbursement and the staff only presents me a small paper to fill my appellation and band number, which I put AA222141. Afterwards, they give me back the fiat. On a side note, I have seen few suspecting comments on Facebook from this Moor, Nanya. So once again, Nanya Shabu L, rearing his ugly head, and what you're gonna do is just, go to Brother Zahir Casanova Bay YouTube page and watch the class called Debris of Dirty Moors, where we tell people and show people with documented proof that Nanya Shabu El is an FBI agent Nanya Shabu El is an FBI agent who used to be down with Dr. York. And when they dismantled the land, many so-called Nuapians who were agents were plucked out of their agent position there and put somewhere else to start some new BS. So this guy Nanya Shabu El, he's talking about, his free national name is EIL, E-I-L. He's talking about he created some nation called Atsikata Nation and all that stuff. You look on the map, you can't find nothing called Atsikata on there. Right? Again, these morons think that active Moors don't have spies everywhere. Just like we have our good spy, Gomano Coel, who came back to let us know that these individuals are pushing their Moorish Americans are hilarious and are clowns. They cannot be Moroccans, so says the Moroccan consulate in New York, published on January 24th, 2015. Brother Aaron L. calls the Moroccan embassy in NY to find out if Moorish Americans can be Moroccan citizens. And he's going to the Moroccan embassy to ask them. Well, what's wrong with that? If you say you're Moroccan, then, what's wrong with him asking the Moroccan embassy if Moorish Americans are Moroccan citizens? Because the Moroccan embassy is a kingdom, and a kingdom is subordinate to an empire, and a kingdom can't be in existence if an empire is not in existence. That's why United Kingdom is in existence, because the kingdom is subordinate to the empire.